Dashley again from TLC Animal Hospital. This is Papaya. Papaya is a very vocal Kaik parrot. Do you want to just talk? Do you want to give us all the information? So the topic today is going to be diet for birds. Diets can be very, very important. The most common causes of diseases and illness in our pet birds is going to be either inappropriate diet or poor husbandry. So we want to try to start off on the right foot. Most commonly, when we see these guys in, they're on a seed-based diet, which is unfortunately not the best diet for them. Seeds do taste good, but they're high in fat and they're oftentimes deficient in vitamins and minerals, including vitamin A and vitamin D. So when they're on a seed-exclusive diet for a long period of time, we can start to see vitamin and mineral deficiencies and health problems secondary to that. So the ideal diet for these guys, there can be some species variation, but generally we recommend pelleted diets. This is one example. Pelleted diets are similar to formulated dog and cat food. They have everything that the bird needs, and they tend to be a lot healthier. Adding in various vegetables and legumes can also be helpful. Do avoid avocados. Again, those are toxic to birds. Fruit in moderation because it is high sugar, so we don't want to overdo the fruit. Things that we want to use sparingly and primarily as treats or training aids would be things like whole grain snacks, so plain Cheerios, plain popcorn, whole grain crackers, some seeds and nuts. So since she's helping us out today, we've been giving Papaya some cashews as a little snack. Also want to avoid alcoholic items, items that have chocolate or caffeine, items that are fried or really high salt or really high sugar. If a bird is already on an unhealthy diet, it does take time and patience to transition them to a pelleted diet. And you don't want to rush it. If we try to force it, birds will oftentimes go on a hunger strike, and then we can see some health concerns from that. So usually it's a good idea to start mixing the seeds with the pelleted food, and then over the course of several weeks to sometimes many months, gradually cut back on the seeds as the bird starts to eat the pellets. If the bird's just not a fan of the pellets, there's lots of different manufacturers of pelleted diets, and oftentimes they'll have different flavors. So trying different ones to see if your bird has a preference for one over another can be helpful. Some other tricks, you can try soaking the pellets in either water or fruit juice, for example apple juice, to make a mash and then mixing that with the seeds. If you do that, though, you do want to be sure to change the food out, wash out the food bowl several times a day so it doesn't grow any bacteria or anything like that. One specialist had a suggestion of offering the diet to the bird, and then if they don't go for it, rooting around in the bowl with your fingers, pretending that you're foraging, picking up a piece, pretend to eat it in front of them, pretend that it tastes awesome, and then basically trying to emulate that behavior so that they see you doing it and then they learn how to do it. And it seems silly and it takes time, but sometimes that can help. For birds that are difficult to transition, there are some foods that are a combination of pellets and seeds that you can either go to temporarily as you continue to try to transition them over to pellets, or if they're super stubborn and they potentially stay on the pellet seed mix, it's still better than being on strictly seeds for sure. So Lefebvre makes Nutriberries and Avy Cakes, and those are two examples. So for doing the food transition, young birds, it can happen quite quickly. Older birds, and it might take many months, so you just have to be patient and not give up trying to get them on the better diet. If you think that your bird isn't eating well, if you're seeing very little droppings, if the droppings look black or dark green when they're fresh, those could potentially be signs of the bird not getting enough nutrition or having some other health issues. So then you'd want to talk to your veterinarian, make sure that there are seeds available if they're not fully transitioned.